25 years. Guess what, motherfucker? You're out of business. Yeah, you are. I've been in Hacker 55 fucking years. And my grandmother. And my grandmother before that. So you can actually say 200 years. You want to tell me Spanish on your TV?
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that is you're not American, dude. I will look you the fuck up and get you the fuck out of our town. Okay? Fuck you. Give me my money back. I'm not giving my money to some illegal immigrant.
I
don't care. Then you gotta. You're in America. You're supposed to learn English. You got Spanish. Well, then you got Spanish on your TV. That's a fuck you to Americans, dude. My fucking. And she's videotaping me.
Yeah, because you're racist. You're racist. Yes, you are.
You're a victim.
You're racist.
You're a victim.
I'm not a victim.
You're a
no,
victim.
I'm not.
No, I can do the same thing.
Show everybody that you're racist.
You're the race. I'm gonna film you right now, and I got 4,000 followers.
This is our first Karen. Oh my god.
Nah, I've been here. I've been in Hopper over 100 years.
So you're gonna share with everybody that you're racist?
No,
Yeah,
you're racist,
no.
honey. You're racist. And I'm being bullied by these people.
Bullied?
Yeah, I'm being bullied by these people on Amy.
I have everything
And
on
because I
videotape.
am white, they are videotaping me.
I'm white too.
They are videotaping me because I am white. See them? They're calling me a racist.
This one's interesting. I can't say it's hard to watch. We've seen this before, and we've seen people break down. I feel like the lady in this video, she just almost like had a breakdown. Like she walks into this restaurant and she was triggered. She's ordering food. She turns around. She sees the TV is not playing the station that she wants. So somehow it's a trigger to her. She breaks down. She starts attacking. But even in her attack and all the things she said, and she said some pretty bad things, is more of a reflection of what she thinks of herself. She's basically attacking herself. I mean, we see these things out there, but we see less and less of these things out there. Vast majority of people don't act like this. Vast majority of people know that if I walk into somebody's establishment, somebody's business, I don't really have any rights to tell them to change their furniture or to change their floor or to do something with the food. I don't really have rights for them to do anything with the TV if they're playing a station. I don't really have those kind of rights as a person, a patron. We all know this. It's like we make choices. Is there enough things about this situation, this restaurant that we like that will come back, like the food, the service, or I just don't want to come back? There's restaurants that I go to, I don't really like the furniture. Don't like it, don't like the floor, whatever it is, but the food is so good. The service is so good. So I come back. I'm not a sports fan. My friends laugh at me all the time because when they start talking about sports, I just sit there because I don't know anything about sports. I don't know who the key players are. I know the real key players, but the well-known names, but I don't watch them. I don't really care. And so I don't watch football, I don't watch basketball, baseball, hockey. I don't watch any of them. And I'm just not interested. Sometimes I'll go to a live game, but I'm just not interested. So whenever they start talking sports, they laugh at me because I just sit there. I have no contribution to it because I don't even know what they're talking about. But it doesn't stop me from going to sports bars where they're playing sports on every TV, on every corner in the background. It's just background for me as I'm with my family or a friend. And we're just sitting there eating decent hot wings, and sports is the backdrop. And if something interesting happens, I may turn around and watch it. But for the most part, I don't care. But I know better than to think that I could have this whole restaurant change the station, just because I don't watch sports. My wife likes American Idol. I don't really like American Idol. I don't really like those shows. It makes me cringe just to see people making a fool of themselves as they're trying to get onto that show. So I just don't like watching it. But that's one of my wife's favorite shows. So when she sits down and watches it, I have two choices. I leave the room or I stay and watch it with her, and most of the time I leave the room. And when I leave the room, I'm hoping that she doesn't call me back and say, hey, come look at this or look at that. because I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. So we all know, maturely that there's a lot of things around us that we don't like, and this has nothing to do with us. So this lady walked into that restaurant and the TV is playing. They're watching whatever channel they want to watch. It's a Spanish channel, whatever it is. My wife watches K-drama, which is it's like Chinese soap operas where they talk in Chinese and she has to read it, and she watches them every day. All her friends watch it. That's what she loves to watch. I can't watch it because I don't want to read while I'm watching the show. And I don't want to get caught up in all the drama. It's a soap opera. These shows are 12 and 20 shows long, an hour each show. I just don't want to get caught up in it. But that's her choice. She watches them. But the point is, we're all mature. So we know when we walk into a business that's been there for many years, and these folks that work there or the owner chose that they're going to watch this show that she claims she's offended by. Just choose not to be offended. But she's offended not merely because of that. I think she's offended because there's something else going on with her, right? There has to be. Something inside is going on with her that makes her react in the way that she acts, that we know that we shouldn't act this way in public, that we know that we should ignore. And she attacked those folks. Whatever her reasons are, she attacked those folks. But what she did, unfortunately, she just exposed herself, her mindset, her small-minded mindset in this situation, or her pain that she's going through, whatever it is. She just exposed it to the people in that restaurant. And now they're exposing, and unfortunately now they're exposing her situation to the world. And they did call her a racist, and defensively she tried to turn around and say that they were just filming her or acting to her because she's white, and that the food was bad and that was a problem. But if you watch the whole video, that's not the situation. She was just being defensive. So anyway, that lady that walked in that store, she's hurting somehow. She doesn't like her life somehow. There's something going on there that has nothing to do with that restaurant, those people, or that show they were watching. That's all I got.